What's up, guys? Do you have buttons on your steering wheel like I do? I've got trans, brake, bump, horn, and line lock on there. Do you have multiple buttons and have multiple cords that come off of it? Do those multiple cords keep getting tangled around your stock steering column or tubular column? If so, I think I've got a fix that will work for you. Watch out as we take a fix at not my car, but a buddy of mine, Steve Zagrodnak. Some of you guys might know him as Warden Motorsports, but I'm gonna be doing a fix so that he can have multiple buttons with one cord and it won't get tangled up on his column. Hold on and watch this. Enter into the chat, Motion Raceworks Monocord Pro setup. Let's show you how this goes. Hey guys, real quick, I just wanted to say that this is not a service that is provided by Motion. I did this for my buddy on my own time off the clock. First things first, Steve sent me his wheel. This is a Grant wheel that we used to sell. The very first thing was to mount the 2-button brackets on there. The way that I did it, I clamped it down with the vice grips, then from the back side, drilled a through hole, then mounted it up with the 2 mounting bolts per bracket. Once that was done, I put each button in here, measured out for the length of the wires, cut them, and stripped back the insulation. Once that was done, I mounted the mounting bracket to the quick release. This is a strange quick release. We used to sell these before we started making our own. Once that's done, it's time to crimp the pins. I'll show you how to do that next. After you strip the wires, you're gonna go ahead and place a pin inside the crimping tool, squeeze down on it, and you'll be set. Just like that, we got 2 pins ready to go in the connector. Guys, once you get your pins crimped onto the wires, your next step is going to be to push them into the back of the connector. Before I did that, I went ahead and shrink wrapped all the wires so it'd be nice and neat for Steve. Once you get the pins pushed into the back of the terminal or connector, you are going to put the locks in place. The little lock goes in the female, the big lock goes in the male one. This is a lot easier when you have 2 hands instead of just one and the other one holding the camera. The last thing that Steve will need to do is going to be to secure those shrink-wrapped wires to the quick release hub. He's a big boy, he can manage this task on his own. The perk of the Monocord Pro setup is that with that connector you are able to remove the wiring from the wheel if you want to hang the wheel from a helmet hook or take it out of the car entirely. One quick word about the Monocord setup. This is not going to work on a factory column without a column extension. So something like one of our quick releases and then a 3.5 inch or so column extension and then the Monocord setup. And the reason is that Deutsch connector, that 8-pin Deutsch connector is going to hit where this factory column is. Hey guys, that's going to do it for this video. It wasn't too bad of an install. I learned a little bit on there and this is my first time working with a Deutsch connector. If you're not using DTM connectors on your hot rod, you should strongly consider it. It is, in my opinion, a lot better than a Delphi connector or an M5 connector. Anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, I would appreciate it if you'd leave a like and a comment, something like that, or even consider subscribing to the channel. I've got new shirts and merch in the store. Check it out. Lastly, there's going to be a video popping up on the screen here you may want to watch. If you enjoyed this video, thanks for watching. Enjoy. Have a good night.